So, Maliah Michel is a stripper and ex girlfriend of Drake. Over the weekend, Drake had, I don't know if this was in Houston, but he did some shit at a club where he hung up some jerseys. I guess in sports worlds, they do that for people.
They hang your jersey from the rafters when you retire. Yes.
Okay. So that is what he did, but with strippers. So one of them was Lyra Galore, who's famous for dating Rick Ross, who we will get to. The other is Miracle Watts. And then he also hung up a Maliah Michel jersey in this club. Now, Lyra Galore and Miracle Watts were there. Maliah Michel was not. In fact, I don't even... If this was in Houston, I don't even think that she lives there anymore. But besides that, she decided to hop on Instagram after all of this happened and basically said, just so you know, I am still dancing. The caption says, contrary to social media news, no man can retire me. I'm shaking this ass into a wheelchair.
Yes, sis.
Maliah will retire Maliah. Or Maliah. I don't know how do you say it.
Oh, it's Maliah.
Okay.
According to them little niggas.
No, thanks for clarifying. I don't know. So Maliah, hashtag Maliah Mondays. And then she posted a flyer for Ace of Diamonds. And I think this is not the Amber Rose one. I'm still not sure. I don't know how that works.
Ace of Diamonds, not the Amber Rose one.
So after that, she got on Twitter, and here is her release. It says, all right, I have to say something, and it's from the bottom of my heart.
Say it, sis.
I will be 34 in December. Do you know how good it feels to be able to walk in the club with girls 10 years plus younger than me? Now you know what, like...
Yeah, no.
10 years anyway.
Let it.
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Let her do it.
And still be that bitch. Y'all and say what you Y'all can say what you want or think what you want, but I call that blessed. And I was overweight. So
what?
So this can be a career. She talked the other day about, I think this was her, saying that she was struggling with gaining a little bit of weight at one point or maybe feeling insecure about it. And I think that she said something slick to Lauren London, who was later, I could be wrong. I don't know. I be half paying attention to the petty shit these days. And then I'm 100% high. But whatever.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So this can be a career if you take care of yourself, pay taxes and save your money. That's always great advice.
Great advice.
Take yourself seriously, even in a club environment. Don't be the drunk high bitch trying to fit in, be above everyone else. Now, I'm going to skip to this shit.
Well, read me then.
Y'all don't know, that nigga been trying to make me stop dancing. That nigga being Drake.
Right.
Always putting me down about it. Always telling me I'm not better than anyone else in the club selling ass instead of dancing. But nigga can't stay out the club. Y'all just don't know. My only regret is ever trying to explain how much I love dancing and thinking so highly of him that I let his opinion of me mold my opinion of myself. Fuck that and fuck you if you got a problem. I remember pleading with him to understand. I said, Beyonce wears the same kind of stuff I wear. This nigga got mad and told me not to compare myself to Beyonce.
Oh, God. This nigga got mad. I could see Drake instantly being incensed.
Too. That's the best part because everybody can. Beyonce.
Are you really going to do Beyonce, sweetie? I'm so sorry.
You know he turned to like the wall or something and said that. Beyonce, sweetie.
Beyonce, oh my God. Bitch, did you really just bring up... Bitch, I can call Beyonce right now. Did you really just bring up Beyonce talking about how I don't want you to be in the club no more? You really just did that.
So
I'm with her though.
A lot of people have, feelings about this story. So first of all, I just want to say that it had to have been shade on Drake's part to hang up their jersey, which makes the whole thing worse. They did not end things on good terms, clearly.
Yeah,
so
because the other girls were like excited.
They were there,
thanks, Drake.
reposted it, shout out to the boy, quoting Bodak Yellow.
My jersey.
I don't gotta dance, I make money moves. But they were so excited about it.
They were hype.
She, on the other hand, was not. And that it was clearly shade if she, A, is still dancing and B, was not there. So why do it, Well, I think she's right about Drake just being an asshole. And it fits, that whole story fits in line with what I imagine Drake's personality to be like. Just kind of like this, publicly this likable, really popular rapper, and he's cute, and everybody's just like, oh, Aubrey, oh, light skin, makes great jams. Right.
Yeah, just like everybody loves him.
Yeah.
But then, he talks about worshiping these strippers, but in real life, it's just like, I know I love you because you're a stripper, but stop doing that because you're degrading yourself or whatever. I could absolutely see Drake acting like that with those
Drake
girls.
Definitely goes to the strip club. Even when he was broke.
Them.
Right. Even when he was broke, he was probably like, I can't wait to save these bitches. So now that he can,
they just need a good nigga like me.
Frustrating to him that a girl that he dated or whatever is just like, no, I'm good. Like, I don't need you for anything.
I like stripping. I make a lot of money. I'm not going to chill out.
I don't need anybody to change my lifestyle. Like, I like this. It's fun to me.
Yeah.
So
that line about can't no nigga retire me, that spoke to my heart. I said, that's right, sis. That nigga don't get to hang up your jersey. You take off them clear heels when you feel like
you are ready.
That's right, god damn it.
Like, the fuck these niggas thought.
Right.
I'm shaking my ass into a wheelchair was my favorite part.
I mean, let that girl live and have bodily autonomy and make her own choices over her life and what she's going to do with herself. Drake don't get to retire her. She's right. She gets to decide when she's going to sit down or if she's going to sit down. So I just feel like, he did that to provoke that response. Probably. Otherwise, he would have not, if he had a jersey made for her, he just wouldn't have had them hang it up.
Right.
So I don't know. He probably texted her like, you ain't even have to do all that on the internet. You could have called me. Da 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 da. I love you. I got mad love for you. This. Bullshit. Lying.
Really?
Nigga.
Yeah. I could see it.
Me too.
I could absolutely see it.
It's a blueprint out there.
It's just really sad because stripping, in my opinion, is a really, really, really powerful job. Like, it's the fact that you just in all of your nakedness are like, don't care. This is my body.
Yep.
It is what it is. And your nigga is going to come out here and spend y'all's money.
Your rent.
On it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just for me being on stage, not to mention if I shake my ass in his lap for a little bit and I get to take all of that money home and do whatever I want with it. Just being like a woman, just being a naked woman, having these titties, having my vagina, and having the freedom and the comfort in myself to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna shake this ass up here and be naked, like, while I go and do whatever else I'm doing on the side, if I'm doing anything else on the side because I want to. It's just, to me, I've always looked at strippers like that's the ability to seduce a nigga or to just, be a woman.
Right.
And niggas will come out here and throw their money at you just for that.
Money they definitely cannot afford to lose.
Right. Most of them. So I think that's probably a big part of the reason why so much, besides men just being men and niggas just being niggas, I think that's a part of the reason why a lot of misogyny takes place in the strip club and in that environment, that whole culture, because I feel like someone has to like remind these women that they're worthless, because that power, having the power of just knowing what your pussy could do, even when you don't give it to anybody, like, oh no, we got to keep, we got to keep some order here. So I'm going to make sure I'm coming in here. I'm changing your life, bitch. No, I'm changing yours, because you come here every weekend and order them same lemon pepper wings and watch me dance.
You do.
And I get to go home and pay my rent, and you got to go home and explain to Keisha why your baby ain't got no motherfucking mechanical pencils next week. So, like, who's changing who? Like, what are you talking about?
Right. When your gas light come on Wednesday because you didn't fill up the tank because you gave that last $20 to me. And now you making it to work on fumes. That's not going to be none of my business.
Now, of course, plenty of girls do go into the strip club and, you know, maybe they are looking for a Drake or whoever to come in there and change their life.
Yeah.
Or, you know, quote unquote, save them or whatever. And I feel like if that's what you want to do, if you want to China it up, do that shit too. I just don't think it's that big a deal, but at some point we have to stop acting like strippers are just scummy bitches,
right?
And you don't
or they're all
deserve no
just
kind of respect
desperate,
because
sad girls who are just like, oh, I'm only doing this because I have no other option.
I don't know what else to do.
There are a lot of women, of course, in shitty circumstances who are doing stripping and other kinds of sex work and that sort of thing just based off circumstances in their lives. But there are also plenty of women who are just like, I'm fine and I'm going to get this money. So here I go. That's it, you know? And so I just feel like if you feel empowered by your stripping, then do that. And it takes a certain amount of nerve and bravery to stand up to a nigga like Drake, who does have, you know, the whole internet on his side, to be like, you actually don't get to say that. Like, it's my decision what I do, so you can take your little musty jersey and go on somewhere.
Right. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
The fact that he really was like, I'm just going to hang it up. I'm just going to do it. You done.
Like, what?
Nigga, I'm not done.
I don't understand. I mean, if that girl wants to continue stripping for as long as she does, then that's just, I don't see why niggas got to feel like I don't see why it's above understanding that plenty of these women are stripping because they genuinely want to. They don't have a problem with it.
Right.
They recognize that it's not anything to be ashamed of, and they're going to have fun. And on top of that, they don't need anything from you, but for you to know that if you come in here, you're spending money. Like, that's it. That's really
that
it.
Is
like,
true.
Ain't no women just stripping because it's simply fun and that's just it. No, like, come in here, you know what to do with them fucking ones, and then you beat it. Like, we ain't coming here because we just love y'all so much and can't wait to get naked for niggas.
Oh God, that reminds me of the first season of Insecure when Lawrence went to the strip club to hide his pain.
Yeah.
And he was in the room with that stripper and was all shocked when she was like, it's $500 for head or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like, what? Like, did you think she just liked you so much, Lawrence?
Yeah, you're so great and so special. And in the moment I saw you.
She's not rubbing her pussy on you for the fun of it.
Do you know where you're at,
You got to pay for this, right?
Like, come on. And this shit has been going on since the dawn of time. There's so much like strength and power and everything and just being female that it's really ridiculous that niggas still are trying to make it seem like, oh, there's like, you gonna go back to a strip club. Like, whether or not Maliah retires, you gonna go right back into the strip club.
Right.
And be doing the same antics with the next one, you know?
Right.
So
how awful can stripping be if you support it so much?
And spend so much money on it and rap about how much you spend money on it.
It's not like you're out here on an anti-stripping crusade trying to get all the girls into school or like some kind of vocational program. Like, you're not out here trying to rehab strippers.
You're not set up outside of
call
fucking
center jobs or something. Right.
Just waiting for them to come out so you can give them a pamphlet.
Let me give you an opportunity to get out of the club. No, your ass is in there, paying their rent and then some. So how mad can you really be about it?
It is illogical to me to be so enamored with these women that you will spend the amount of money that you spend on them all of the time, then in the same breath act like they're completely worthless and like they're mooches.
And she said he used to put her down, like, I guess talk bad about her for stripping, when she's just like, you wouldn't even know who I was if it wasn't for stripping. So how awful can it really be if you love me so much and I'm in your life now because of it? But niggas, you know, so